Right here. Is it recording? Yeah. All right. So we're using the unit circle to find these exact values. The unit circle. And then we're going to find what? Tangent. The tangent ratio. Right? The unit circle is this worksheet here. All right. So, before we do that, before we use the unit circle and I show you all that, we're going to do a little bit of exercise here of something that you learned way before, but you need it here. Okay, here it is. How do you do this? How do you do this? 3/4 divided by 3/4 divided by 2/8. You started learning this since like 3rd grade or something. Anybody remember how to divide this? Oh, wait a minute. There's another way you might see this. Anybody know another way they might write this problem? 3/4 divided by 2/8. It's going to look really weird. Anybody know how to set this up a different way, but it's saying this? Another way to write it would be you see it like this. Look, like this. 3/4. Have you ever seen this divided by like this? No. 2/8. This is saying this. Like when you got a fraction divided by like another fraction like this. Okay. Bottom line, you're probably going to see it like this. You need to write it like this. Anybody remember how to finish this and solve this and get it? Carlos? You know how to do this? 3/4 divided by 2/8? Hey, Sam, you got the answer? He doesn't know either. Here we go. So you got to do this. You're going to leave the 3/4 alone. The first one, you always leave it alone. The answer is 3? Okay, everybody heard that. He said 3. I don't know. We're going to check right now. You do not do division. Remember you changed this to a multiplication? You change that to a multiplication, and does anybody know what else you do with this one? The reciprocal. Very good. You don't do a division problem. You don't do division. You actually change a division into a multiplication. So this changed. The division changed to a multiplication, and this fraction you got to do the reciprocal. You guys see that? Only the second one, never the first one. All right, so how do you do 3/4 times 8/2? Well, you multiply, but you actually look to see if you can reduce anything. I got 3 times 8, and then 4 times 2. Can anything reduce? Good. What's left? 1 and 2. Does everybody agree that's how that reduces? But look again. Right now I got 3 times 2, right? And now I got 1 times 2. Does anything else reduce?
You could take away the 2.
Yeah, the 2 divided by 2. Say the divide out. And what is left, everybody? 3/1. Everybody agree it's 3/1? So the answer is what? It is 3. But the whole point is this. You're going to have a division problem, but you got to change to multiplication and then finish it like that. Let's do another one. Number 2. How about 5/6 divided by 2/9? How about 5/6 divided by 2/9? Well, this one stays the same. This changes to a what? a multiplication. We change the division to a multiplication, but then this has to do what? Reciprocal, right?
15 over 4. Shut up.
That's pretty simple, right? And now we're going to look at what? Well, we're not going to multiply. We're going to see if any of the numbers can reduce right here. Can any number from the denominator reduce with the number in the numerator? Yeah. 3 can go into 6 and 3 can go into 9. They can reduce. We want to try to reduce here because if you multiply and you get 45 over 12, it's going to be harder to see it with the larger numbers. So everybody that reduces to a 2 and this reduces to a 3. Only a number in the denominator can reduce with a number in the numerator. All right, what's left right here? Everybody agree that's it? Nothing else can reduce. Only a bottom. These, you better not cancel these two. They're both on the bottom. No, only a bottom number with a top number. Answer is 15 over... 15 over what? 4. Okay, now watch here, because you're going to see the problems like this. Look at number 3. Has everybody got this one? Number 3. Seven over 9 divided by, see, it's going to look like this. 7 over 9 divided by 14 over 3. See, your problem's going to look like this. It's going to look like this weird way like this, where you have this fraction divided by this fraction. You have to write it the other way. It's going to look like this. You got to set it up and write it the other way. 7 over 9 divided by what? See, you got to rewrite it like this. The top one divided by the bottom one, like that. And then now you can do it the way we're working them out, right? This one stays the same. The first one always stays the same. Don't ever mess with the first one. This changes to a product, and this does what? You guys say flip over, but it's the reciprocal. And now, do not multiply. Just write 7 times 3 and 9 times 14. Do not multiply. You can reduce right here before you try to get these big numbers. Anything you guys see that can...
The 9 and the 3.
Good. The 9 and the 3 can simplify here and reduce.
And the 7 and the 14.
3 and 9, very good. 3 and 9, right? So 3 goes into 1 and 3 right there. Okay, and also, yeah, you're right. The 7 and the 14. Everybody see that? Okay. So the answer is 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 2, 6. Okay. Now we're going to take this, and this is what you're going to be doing to find tangent. Here it goes. Ready? All right. Now, using the unit circle, this is how you find tangent. To find tangent, write this. Tangent of the angle is equal to... I know we know tangent is like TOA, like over A, but no. For this one, you have sine and cosine. Tangent is sine over cosine. That's how you find tangent on the unit circle. Tangent is sine over cosine. You got to put the exact value for sine and divide it by the exact value for cosine. All right. So let's do, let's say, for example, tangent of 60 degrees. How would you find tangent of 60 degrees? Well, tangent of 60 degrees, you got to go to 60 degrees and do what? Sine of 60 degrees over cosine of 60 degrees. Yeah, it's sine divided by cosine. So let's see. Go to your. Everybody here on 60 degrees on your unit circle here. Which one's sine and which one's cosine? Remember, cosine is the first one. Yeah. So how are you going to set this up? Sine of 60 degrees is what? The square root of 3 over 2 divided by what? 1/2.
Sir, if the root 3 is on the bottom of the graph, solve out the root 3?
No, you got to do it the way we were doing it right now earlier. Okay, how are you going to figure that out? How are you going to finish this? So I got tangent of 60 is what? Well, the square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. How do we do that? How do I do the square root of 3 over 2 and then divided by 1/2? Not like this. How are you going to do it? Like this. Remember, you're going to rewrite it like this. The square root of 3 over 2 divided by what? 1/2. That is correct.
How do you hit it back?
What is it?
Nothing.
How do you throw it back?
No, I said.
Everybody agree it's going to be the square root of 3 over 2 times, right? Times what? You're going to change to times, and this is going to be what? 2 over 1, right? We just talked about that. And then you can see what's going to happen with those 2's, right? So what is left here? What is the answer for tangent of 60 degrees? The only thing left over is the square root of 3 over. So tangent of 60 degrees is just the square root of 3. Right? So this is what you got to remember. Tangent is sine divided by cosine. You got to get sine and divided by cosine to get the answer. All right, let's do another one. What about tangent of 150 degrees? Tangent of 150 degrees is going to be, well, sine of 150 degrees divided by cosine of 150 degrees. Sine over cosine. Which is going to be what? Well, I got to look at the unit circle, right? Go to the unit circle and find out what this is and what this is and put it in the right place. Well, let's see. Here's 150 degrees. Sine is 1/2. Yeah? Divided by what? Cosine? Negative root 3 over 2. Can you guys see that's a negative root 3 over 2? Yeah. All right. How are you going to do this and figure this out? How do you simplify this? You got to work it out the other way, right? 1/2 divided by negative root 3 over 2. Well, really, this is going to be what? 1/2 times, right? Change it to a multiplication and reciprocal. If you have a negative, just leave it on top. All right, what's going to happen there? The 2's are going to cancel. What are you going to get for tangent of 150? Everybody agree you're going to get -1. There's a negative. The 2's cancel, -1. But the root 3's in the bottom. Oh. I mean, this is right, but what have we never left a square root in the denominator? Remember that? This is correct. This is correct, but we can't leave this answer with the radical in the denominator. We got to fix that. You guys remember this? Okay, so what's the final answer? Tangent of 150 is equal to what? -√3/3. You guys remember how we did that? Multiply this by √3, top and bottom by √3, right? Like this. And it'll give you this. Yeah, we learned that already. Okay, here's gonna be a good one. What is that was number 3, this is number 4? All right, do this one. Tangent of 225 degrees. Actually, this is going to be really easy. What is tangent of 225 degrees? Well, that would have to be sine over sine divided by cosine, right? That's going to be... Anybody notice anything about 225 degrees? It's negative the square root of 2/2 divided by another negative square root of 2/2. What's going to happen there, everybody? Negative root 2/2 divided by another negative root 2/2? Isn't it the same fraction divided by the same exact fraction? The answer is 1. It's like if you have 3/3 or 5/5. And then the negative and the negative will make it positive. The answer is just tangent of 225 is equal to a positive 1. You guys see how it's a positive 1 and we don't have to do any work? Yeah, the negative and the negative is positive, but see, if you got the same thing divided itself, it gives you a 1. And let's see, let's check the calculator if that's true. Tangent of, what was it, 225? There we go, positive 1, there it is. Boop. Okay, here are the trickiest ones. Ready? 5 and 6, I'm going to put them together at the same time. Well, let's do 5 first. Find tangent of 360 degrees. What is tangent of 360 degrees? Well, that would be sine of 360 divided by cosine of 360. Sine of 360, let's see, here's 360. Which one's sine and which one's cosine? Is it 1/0 or 0/1? Very good, you get 0/1. Does anybody know what the answer for 0 divided by 1 is?
0.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's undefined.
If you're not sure, you can ask your calculator. Let's see. 0.
Oh, is that defined?
0 divided by 1. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put this in the calculator. 0 divided by 1. Let's see. Enter. Ready? The answer is 0. It is okay to have a 0 in the numerator. Okay, so then this one, the answer is what? 0. So tangent of 360 is 0.
How did it turn out to be 0?
0 divided by 1.
How did sine turn out to be 0? On the paper?
Oh my God, can you guys hear this question? Hey Sam wants to know that if I go to 360 degrees, why sine is 0? Let's see. This one is cosine, and this one is sine. All right, hey Sam, ask that question again. Oh, he's back. He's back online. He's glitching a little bit over there. Little brain fart. All right, stop farting in my class. Hey Sam, number 6. Nasty ass. Here we go. Last one. Last one. Oh shit, where is it? Shh. Chata. Here we go. Oh shoot. Tangent. What is tangent of 90 degrees? If you get this one, you got it. Well, then that would have to be sine of 90 over cosine of 90 divided by cosine of 90. Go to your unit circle for these values here. Oh, here we go. I'm over here at sine of 90 degrees. 3.
1 over 0.
Oh, okay, good. Everybody agree you're going to get 1 over 0? Is 0 over 1 the same as a 1 over 0? You think because you see a 0, the answer is 0 all the time? No. What is 1 over 0? If you're not sure, ask your calculator. Let's see. Watch this. Watch 1 over 0. Look, 1 divided by 0. Ready? I'm going to hit the equal sign. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. Error. You cannot divide by a 0. That is not possible.
So you write error.
No, you don't write error.
Everything they said. Everything wrong.
This is undefined. That's what you write.
What?
You cannot have a 0. If you're not sure, just do it on your calculator. 0 over 1 is not the same as 1 over 0. But when there's zeros, just check with your calculator if you forget or you're not sure. Okay, so just remember, to get tangent on the unit circle, because the answer is not here on the unit circle, you got to remember that tangent is what? Sine over cosine, and you got to do that little work. All right, there it is.